the route we took is different than the route we take now, going home. Pass through the, what is it, acacia trees. Past big pine. Through pear blossom, which I think is where we're at now. I think so. It's fascinating. And now we have stopped at this cute little place that makes stuff for your garden. I can't think of the word, and as you can tell, it's quite windy here on this beautiful day, April 20th. And it's so fascinating. Further down the street that way, by a few miles, near the, Marcy, what is the name of the trees forest thing again? Acacia trees? No. Joshua trees. Let me get out the way. And I've seen those trees before, but I didn't know what the name of them was. Look at that beautiful gazebo. It is gorgeous, as well as this one is. Isn't that amazing? Beautiful work. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Nice cage, though me being the freak that I am would not necessarily want to put a bird in there. We won't go there in this video. And it is truly, oh, look at the little newborn dragon. It's kind of bright. I can't see clearly what you're all looking at, but I hope the camera's pointing in the right direction. So, look at that beautiful house back there. Isn't that gorgeous? And it's really amazing. Yes, dear?
I'll let you record.
Thank you, dear.
I wanted to. Do you have any questions?
Oh, she's over there. Somewhere.
I'll go help her out.
The one with the money is over there somewhere. La güera. Sí. There are quite a lot. I guess I'm just stammering for words because you know how you see a movie on TV and they have a whole, where am I? They have, like, let's say this whole area was the place we just drove through, right? So there's a cluster of mobile homes. And then you go for another 25 miles and there's another cluster of mobile homes. And you go for, you know, and then you look way, way, way back, like, I don't know, 2 miles off the road, and there's a beautiful, brand new 5-bedroom house. It's just so amazing to me, and I'm like, wow, you know. And but there's no like livestock or anything, and I'm like, there's no industry here. How the hell does this city stay alive? You know, it's not close to a freeway. We just passed a school for the first time in an hour, you know, and I had forgotten how smoggy it is here. Look at those mountains. It is so, where am I? It is so, so, so smoggy. I gotta tell you, this really, really makes me grateful to live in San Jose. Because, you know, even living in Gilroy, it wasn't like this. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of the places, even though the yards were like unkept, but the entrance to the home and around the immediate area of the home, the pavement was clean, good, you know, around the house is kept. Some of the houses were, of course, like little shacks, and you could see the roofs that were deteriorating, but around the houses were well kept and groomed almost. even though the houses were like little huts almost at that point, you know. It's fascinating. So fascinating. Okay, it's getting warm. We'll sit back in the car. The horses down there, so beautiful. Where are we? I hope I'm pointed in the right direction. There's the blue sign. Where's the other, that sign? Okay, I'm right there. Oops. Made out of iron. You know I want those little pagoda things, right? Oh, I want to take one of them home. Or two. 3. But it's so fascinating that, because I never really seen anything like that before. Just little, you know, 2 houses here and then another 15 miles, 3 houses, another 15 miles. A really nice brand new house built in the middle of what seems like nowhere, you know. It's so interesting. This is interesting too. And I thought, wow, I may not have traveled the globe like a lot of you have, but at least I got out of my own town. And then that makes me think of all these movies, you know, where people are born, they get married, they have children, they have grandchildren, they die there. Never have seen anything else other than their own town. And I'm like, well, at least I've seen a little teeny bit of California, Missouri, Ohio, Kansas, a few other states. I've been to Hawaii a few times, you know, been on a couple of cruises in my life. And it just makes me wonder if these people have ever been anyplace else, and really puts me in book writing mode is what I'm trying to say, you know. It's fascinating. See, and Marcy's deciding which piece she's gonna buy to take home. The girl?
You go down this way, past the ladies, I think.
Uh-huh.
You see alligators. They're really cool.
Oh. This is so beautiful. Ants made out of rocks. Look at that. That is so cute. Okay, come on, quick like a bunny. I don't like getting hot, you guys. Oh, look at that. I want that. Yes. I could write a good novel there. Or novella, excuse me. Oh. I like that. What did you say? Oh, the alligators. Look at that. Is that shells on their back? Yeah, it is. Look. How neat. Now that's some damn artwork. That is some artwork. Oh, look at the turtles. How cute. Kendra, there's your palm trees. So I should have recorded it. So as we go forward, I'm gonna record little bits at a time. Oh, I just love that. I just love that. How cute. Just really makes you think. One of these to put in my bedroom, since you all know I'm really, I'll say Asian. I don't know if I was Japanese or Chinese last lifetime, but I know I am really enamored by these types of things. Love that. things really make me think, you know? And of course, seeing all those little houses every umpteen miles. Okay, we passed. Yeah, Pear Blossom. I think that's where we are right now, Pear Blossom. Amazing. Simply amazing. As well, you know me, I am juuling, of course. Excuse me. Excuse me. I be juuling. So beautiful. I had such a nice time being with my sister and letting everyone come visit, and then, you know, a few minutes later they leave and somebody else come and leave and come and come. So I didn't do a lot of anything except eat. And my sister is a pretty damn good cook. See, there's even a little trailer right there. Wonder who lives there. Wonder what their life is like. It's interesting. And hopefully we'll pass more of what I was talking about. Then you can see it, and I could have this great memory of my 54th birthday trip. It's fascinating. There you go, Kendra. Yes, every time I see one of those trees, I think of you. And every time I see whatever that somebody else likes, I instantly just think of them. And then I close my eyes and I say a little prayer and send out some good energy. It's one of my better talents, I think. Somebody, it doesn't matter what point in my life, they could say, I really like da-da-da-da. And I will always, always, always remember. I will remember that you like pine trees, whatever those trees are called, palm trees, till the day I die this lifetime. I really will. Not even so much, okay, crystals come second, of course, but mainly palm trees. Anyway, so we're listening to some audiobook, and that really put me back in writer's mode because of the juicy, yummy, wonderful adjectives that this author writes about. Something of the god. Let's see if I could find it without actually starting it again. River God by Wilbur Smith. It's a very interesting. It's not something that I would have, it's not something I would have got for myself, but it's very, very, very interesting. What is that for? To hold it? What's that for, you guys? I don't know, whatever. And so that's what we're doing this trip, listening to Marcy's book all the way home. And it's really a fascinating story, you know. Marcy picks out such wonderful books, and I am just really, really enjoying myself. This is what I would love to do the rest of my life, just drive. Any single men out there that just want a driving partner, a riding partner? So, and you just see, we just pull over and stop, get a bite to eat, get back in the car, keep going for 2 hours till we gotta go pee, You know? These are so neat. If I could, I would get that baby dragon right there. Coming out of the egg. It's so cute. I like babies. I used to have a great collection of eggs, and you could see like the eye of the baby coming out of the egg, or you know, like that, except that it was a baby dragon egg, like, you know, 3 inches high or so, and you could see like one of the nails coming out of the egg. Anyway, so I am pretty sure I'm finally going to get back into writer's mode and finish Full Circle, my book on the full circle of what I believe spirit is, because it doesn't die, so I just have to say is, you know. And you know, life, death, and life. Life, the reason why we have it, the reason why you chose to go through the things you chose this lifetime, if that's hating black people, hating white people, or like me, loving everybody because everything is a spirit, not liking one sex necessarily more than the other because everything is spirit, and then, you know, going through the lessons of learning dis-ease and dysfunction, as we humans like to call it, since we expect everything to be perfect, and when it's not, we call it dysfunction, dysfunctional, and so forth and so on. So that's what that book is going to be, all about. What's in there? Oh, more candy. Okay. What did she buy? What is that? Oh. This car, I don't know, whatever this car is, it's that. It's beautiful. And if I were a car person, I would probably want this car. But I'm not. So I still want my Ford F-150 extended king cab with those super duper shocks so I could haul my trailer or my Honda Aspencade, Honda Goldwing Aspencade, whatever, and keep on keeping on, you know. But it is so beautiful. So beautiful. Anywho, I'll be back. Isn't that beautiful? I like crows. Okay, I like everything. Oh, I just wanted to share bits of my trip with you and new ideas, and I don't know, I'm trying to find the right word for it, and I'm not doing very well because I postponed this video, well, the rest of this video, until I could find the right word, and I still cannot. So, you know, when you know something is supposed to happen and you're just waiting and waiting and waiting for it to happen, right? And I'm talking spiritually. Well, okay, no, that's a lie. I'm talking both, since I will get to the other part of my point shortly. So I knew something was coming, and I knew this birthday weekend was going to be different than any other birthday. So before, no, not so before, sorry. A couple of weeks ago, I had this handsome gentleman on my mind, and I asked the spirits to allow him passage to find me. It's about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, okay? So on Thursday, I got a friend request from this gentleman. Mind you, I met him 25, 26 years ago. Okay, and if you watch my videos, you know I have been the exes have been coming back into my life for the past 2 years. And most of them are just, yeah, okay, we're friends. Associates. Some associates, some are friends. So this one, I wanted to clear up all my stuff that I felt wasn't cleared up. So happy to say that I manifested him back in my life. So I got the friend request, and of course I left something slightly poetic. That's how we are. Is this that fine young man that I had a tryst with so long ago? So many moons ago. Something romantic, I said. I don't know. And I'm waiting and waiting, no reply. So fine, I go off to my sister's house in Southern California, and I knew it was going to be a very spiritually educating time. Sorry, I gotta post you guys somewhere since I didn't take time. I'm trying to beat the sun. I didn't take the time to put up my tripod. Stay there. Sorry. Okay, that looks pretty good. Oh, good job. So, yep, that's my screensaver. I had a wonderful, deep, meaningful, soul-filled experience with my sister this weekend, and she enlightened me to, of course, many things that I just forgot about. So I told her of this gentleman from my past, and I received my beautiful sister's heartfelt advice, along with some really good cooking. I had forgotten how great of a cook my sister is. Oh my God, I loved every bit of all that fattening food. And yeah, today I'm back to walking, and I ate the rest of my leftovers. So a lot of things really opened my eyes this weekend. The places I saw, the people I saw, you know, aunts and cousins I talked to, and the dreams I had that I can almost remember all of them. The food I ate, the sky I saw. It was all so, it was almost, believe it or not, it was almost in slow motion, I want to say. But anyway, I had a really great 54th birthday with my sister. And it was just so wonderful. I mean, it was way better than my 8th birthday. That one was really memorable to me for whatever reasons. Moving ahead. So as I was thinking about this gentleman and how we met in a very unconventional way, I'll tell you about that story on Lady Lust Writer channel, because I can't think of him without wanting to say some erotic things. So you have to go subscribe to that channel so you get those videos. Lady space Lust Writer. So I said my goodbyes to my beautiful sister, and feeling so appreciative for where I live now, because you know, when you go home, the buildings are torn down, and so there's a lot of vacant lots, and you got these little strip mini mall things, and I'm like, why are they continuing to build mini malls and there's no industry here? None. I mean, if you don't work at a hotel, if you don't work at, you know, a 7-Eleven or something, there's no industry, there's no entertainment, really. I mean, there's the Orange Show, a huge convention center type thing down there, where they occasionally have concerts, and there's no real you know, form of entertainment. It was just interesting. Then coming home over the, I wish I would have taped that, the Joshua Tree Forest. Oh, it was, I can't say that I've ever seen Joshua trees in real life. So that in itself was moving. And then the towns. I mean, I know it was a town, but it was like, you know, three shabby mobile homes on, you know, a piece of land, and you had to drive down the driveway like 5 miles to get there, you know. And it just made me think of where I came from and that place I lived in, Gilroy. And it was just like, okay, Tosh, you know, time for bigger and better. What are you gonna do? How you gonna, not literally how am I gonna do it, but how am I going to keep my energy up in wanting to do better, have better, be the best healer I can be the best Tasha I can be, and weed out idiots and people who don't keep their word, people who say they want better but aren't doing anything to be better. You know, so I'm always telling myself I want to associate with people that are where I want to be, you know. And of course, thinking about my Prince Charming. Okay, no, we were Prince Charming 25 years ago, 30 years ago. Now we're like King and Queen Charming, you know. And so I got home, what, about 7 o'clock last night. I did my Angels, Teachers, and Guides class. And I just sat wondering, you know, did I really create this in reality, or because, you know, sometimes when you're just, you know, thinking about a person that you would like to have some sort of closure with, and if you really love that person in a super, super, super romantic way. I have fallen in love with probably 3 men that were just so ooey gooey, yummy, romantic, and he is just, you know, just I can't even think of a good adjective right now because there's like 25 I can, you know, spit. So in knowing the things I heard and the things I said and the feel of his hand on my thigh in that red and black checkered dress that I made, you know, oh, I need to go find that picture for him. And you're just thinking, is this really real? Did I really finally create this for myself? Because I had been looking for him for years, of course, because, you know, he taught me a lot about being a black woman. And okay, we're not going to go there. We'll go there later. And being in a long distance relationship, you wonder, yeah, I eventually saw him, of course, yeah, several times, for many, many months, okay? So it wasn't some Jeffrey Dahmer kind of thing. Let's get for real, people. It was divine. It was just divine. And so, you know, you look back at that time in your life and you left things as friends. Okay? You left it at, I know I want to help you, but I don't know how. Okay, well, I want to help you, but I don't know how. And sometimes when you're, what, I don't know, 27, you just can't think of how. You just can't, you know? So that's why I'm always telling you youngsters, it ain't what you can't see around the corner. You know, I can see around the corner because I've been around the corner a few times. So just trust the elders when they say, you know, to try to do this and this differently. And yes, I even still take advice from my elders. I mean, I haven't been 80 before. I've been 54 before, but I have not been 80 before. So I'll heed any information I get. So I come home, I call my sister, I let her know that we arrived safely after having a glorious dinner. Thank you, Marcy, for a wonderful trip home. Stopping at the place that you saw at the beginning of this video, or I don't know where I'll put it, but you'll know what I mean. and having a good, two really awesome meals. And it was just a fun trip all the way around. It was just absolutely divine. Okay? So, I get home, I have my class, I end my class, I'm catching up on, the rest of my, I don't know, I think I am blessed to have had, I don't know how many happy birthdays on my wall, but I know in instant message I had 120. So thank you, all 120 of you, and I'm pretty sure I got back to each and every one of you saying thank you. Because that was nice of you. You didn't have to do that. So, I haven't even gotten to emails yet. So, today I just tried to, dig into my chores, get my Craigslist stuff done, try to get back into the routine of things. As soon as I try to load this, I'm going to get back into, Hootsuite and do all my marketing and whatnot. And, of course, this beautiful man is still on my mind. And I'm like, wow, I can't wait for him to come back and reply to my question, And I knew he would, because if he took time to find me, obviously he's going to reply as soon as he comes back online, whenever that was. So I'm like, okay, God, I know this is just a test to see if I have any patience. And hopefully I got a couple of drops. I learned to have a couple more drops of patience over the weekend, So I'm doing, my thing and telling myself, what do I need to do first, second, third, fourth? So I'm checking, all my other Facebook, messages and replying to people, share, whatnot. And I'm just, listening to, I'm listening to a audiobook, and trying to get back in writer's mode so I can publish my fourth book, which, of course, in case you don't know, I write erotica. And no, I'm not the best, but I'm not trying to be the best. I'm just telling my story as I see fit. That's all I'm doing. I'm not, because everybody don't like everybody's style. And I know I have a very childlike way of writing. That's okay. I'm an Aries. It's to be expected. It's to be expected for me to be myself, okay? So I was listening to the story and trying to put in painted words how he makes me feel. Now, mind you, of course, I go into anything with wearing my grown folks' panties, and it can and it cannot be. So forget that. I'm just going to enjoy and wallow in this moment right now. And right now, I feel so good. Okay? So I'm getting together. I'm opening my, I'm opening a new document, and I'm just, gibbering, words down here and typing this and typing that, and, little points that I don't want to forget in the book, or excuse me, in the short story, maybe novella, I don't know. And then once I write the short story or novella, I put it into a book of contemporary collection of writings of mine and poetry and whatnot. And once or twice I'll put somebody else's poem in there too, since, hey, sharing is what it's all about, right? So I get my little bit going, and I always try to have a really big erotic hook. Hook is your first few lines or your first paragraph. So today I came up with, oh no, this is what I rearranged. I should have left the corrections in there. But anyway, his molasses vibrato voice made her wet as her ears opened further than they ever had in the past 24 years. Remembering that roller coaster feeling he once gave her, it came shooting back, her arms wrapped tightly around her legs. In the dark room, his voice made her throb, though he had said nothing erotic. Thankfully, that feeling lasted for a few hours after they hung up. See, and I already want to change it, but I'm not. No, I'm going to leave that right there. Anywho, so I'm thinking and wondering and wondering and thinking, because there's only one person in the whole world by this name. Well, there could be another one. He's 53 and I just turned 54. He'll be 54 September, so thank God a Virgo man likes me. I love me some Virgo men, as well as others. Okay, let's not go there. So I'm getting myself together, calming down. I have my nice little glass of cocoa and, you know, just unwinding and just leaving my mess on the floor, not caring about that. And what pops up? What did he say? I forgot what he said. Do you think you know me? And I thought, wow, what a beginning. And I said, I think I know you very well. Do you think you know me? Yes. I love it when a man answers me directly. That is just such a fucking big turn on. It is. It is a massive turn on to me to be answered. And to be answered expeditiously. You know? So, because that means he's paying attention. And if he's paying attention to me and answering me, oh man, that's fucking erotic. Yes, it is. So, we had a wonderful, I don't know how long, hour chat, I think, before he needed to get some rest. It was what, like 2 o'clock in the morning, so he had to get up, you know, get ready for work and whatnot. And it was just simply divine. So after our beautiful, you know, I'm sorry, please forgive me. No, I'm sorry, please forgive me. So why did you do this? And why did you do that? And why did you do this? And why did you do that? Well, what happened to so-and-so? What happened to that one? What happened to this? You know, and we got that out quickly and just mellowed into a king and queen conversation that had been together for 50 years. We just took right up where things left off. You know? And I wish that many, many of you out there could just do that. Instead of thinking about what you said, you know, in a nasty way. Because right now that doesn't even matter, does it? The only thing that matters is he likes me and I like him. This man taught me so many things about being a black woman. And you know I'm not a prejudiced person, so I don't want to hear any shit about that. Don't leave no stupid comments. I will embarrass you. Yes, I will. And I say it like that because I have, you know, I married two Latin men. Dated mostly white men, Latin men. And I've also dated Chinese men, Japanese men, Indians and Indians. African. And but there was something different about him because there is no better feeling than being able to be yourself with someone. So there's no need for, you know, makeup and what am I trying to say? There's no need for any extra illusions. You know, when I went to see him, I put on my lipstick and eyebrows like I always do. Nothing extra. No wigs, no, you know, anything outside of myself. And it was just absolutely divine. I am impressed, as always. You people that seem to remember everything is just so fascinating to me. Now, you could ask me stuff about crystals, sure, or jewelry, sure. I remember everything about that. But conversations I had in 1991, don't ask me to remember that. I'm not going to do it. That is not my gift. However, I'm very happy it is his gift. You know? A beautiful, loving, caring man, business man that cares for his father like no man that I have ever seen, and his mom. But come to find out, she has gone home. So, yeah, that put a lump in my throat. Anyway. Sorry, trying to get this hair out of my eye. It was just wonderful getting things out, having completion, you know, all those stupid little questions that you've had over the past 24 years, 25 years, answered, you know. And I know a lot of us want that, but my point in saying all this is I didn't really have to have it because I knew how we left things. See, that's why Mama said you have to start things how you want them to end. I'm friends with all my exes, even the one that beat me. If I saw him on the street, I'd be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Okay, have a nice day. You know, but both my ex-husbands right now, if they knocked on my door, hey, okay, I'll cook you something to eat. What you want? Okay, 10 tortillas and, okay, carne asada. Okay, have a seat. As a matter of fact, why don't you go to the store and get us some beer? You know, I'll take a rum and coke, and you know, when you get back, it should be halfway finished. You know, and you just keep on keeping on. All my other exes, I you know, found on Facebook, and we still talk. You know, ain't no thing. It's we should all still be civil to each other, but that mostly came from my grandma, because when we had family reunions back in the day, and you're on your third wife and fifth kid, the first and second wife still came to the family reunions. And if you nutted up, ooh, you better duck, because Granny would throw something at your ass and make you behave, or you would be escorted out by one of my big old huge 6'6" burly uncles. Cousins, you know. So that's how I was raised, and that's what I know, to be civil to everyone, no matter. Because you know what? Even though we broke up, and now that we're older and I find you again on Facebook and you choose to be, well, you know, my first lover, an alcoholic instead of loving me, that's okay. I can still love you. I love the memory of you. I love the things that you taught me about Tasha that nobody else could. I love the things about him, this one that I'm talking about now. We'll just call him K. And I love him for all the things that he taught me that no one else could get me to understand. Though they tried to teach me, I just didn't get it. I just couldn't get it. It wasn't time. It wasn't the right place. It wasn't the right, I don't know. And see, even that, none of that matters. The only thing that matters is I eventually got it. When he spoke in that wonderful, sexy vibrato of his, with his Virgo ass, it just went ding. I got it. Okay. And, you know, for men with men, women with men, you know how we all need that something. But you can't tell the person what the something is. They just have to have it. And he has that something that makes me remember, that makes me think, you know, okay. And he told me, you know, you are the queen. I follow what you say, and I am the king, and you follow what I say. You know, we walk side by side, not in front of each other. You know? And I'm like, damn, hell yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. So that's why I say he taught me how to be a better black woman. And he explained issues that I had questions on all my life. Because you guys got to know, I failed several types of history. Okay, I didn't fail black history. I got an A in that. But, you know, just saying. All the other histories, yeah, I pretty much failed. I can't lie. And, you know, the books he's read, and, you know, though he's very well educated, he doesn't act, you know, all snotty about it, and, you know, like some people do. And I'm not saying that you don't have that right to. I'm just saying school don't mean shit today. My mom had a 9th grade education. She's become a millionaire 3 times. So if you base that on what you have, that's stupid. But if you just let it be a part of you, you don't have to say, looky, looky, looky. No, you can just be yourself, a well-educated person. Anyway, so I am happy with my spirit progress. I'm happy with my physical progress. Even though I ate a lot over the weekend, I am back on track. And as soon as I start loading this video, me and the baby, that's my prayer board. So, you know, so I can see it every single day. Me and Hans are going to go for a walk. Once or twice around the block. Start moving into a different and better direction. Now that you know better, now that I know better, it's time to do better and listen and do things differently. Like I'm going to start, you know, drinking my juices again. Or shakes or whatever. Probably the shake stuff, because the juice, that's so liquidy. I want to have some texture in my mouth, because you know, now that I have dentures, you can't really taste your food hardly at all. So I don't have a big thing about food other than that fried chicken my sister cooked. Macaroni and cheese, collard greens with ham hocks, black eyed peas, hot water cornbread, you know. And it was a nice treat. And now it's time to get back to the road I was heading down before, better eating habits. But it just feels so good to have a lot of aha moments crammed into the past Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 5 days, that it feels really like I had a whole new life in that 5 days. Because it's like I'm not even wearing, you know, my glasses right now. And it feels like I can see clearer. I can smell more. I can hear more. And it's not because of Kay. It's because I asked my spirit guides to do certain things, and I see they have. So now it's time for Tasha to step up and do my half. You know? Just like any relationship, you got a relationship with yourself and whatever God you believe in. You got to do your part when God does her part, or his part, whatever you believe in. You know? And just keep on keeping on. And I am, and I will, and I'll ask permission if I can say his name publicly. But I got to tell you, it's really nice, and I am so thankful that God is bringing me so many more wonderful men. Not men that just say, once you bring up sex, they stay on that and you can't think about anything else. That's self-defeating, because I could talk about sex all night and day. I'm still not fucking you. Or anybody for that matter. Not even Kay. So there's so much more out there to talk about and think about and do and share and grow than that one thing. Or just talk about food, or just talk about politics. No, life is a melting pot. See, here in San Jose, we have every nationality under the sun. You know, we're a great melting pot. And I went back to San Bernardino, and it's still the same. Handful of whites, mostly blacks and Mexicans. Just like when I was growing up. You know? So interesting. Wow. I even passed my house, Central and Waterman. I didn't even recognize it. Because, you know, when I had, oh, it's over there on Facebook somewhere. When Mama bought that property and had 3 houses built on it, you know, she was very fastidious about things. So our house was black and white. Granny's house, which was, I don't know, probably 250 feet behind ours to the opposite side, was green, her favorite colors. And then Mrs. Edwards, my grandma's friend, apartment, little studio apartment, was right behind hers, and hers was, I think, white and a beige color paint. But anyway, so now the house was like orange and peach, and it just made you go, ugh. And then instead, all that grass on the right hand side of the driveway, they put pavement down. And it was just interesting, you know. You see all this space where things have just been broken down, and they're just, you know, lumbers of heap and piles of wood and skeletons of houses left long ago. So that's my update, and this is Tasha Harris with TashasTouch.com and theangels.us. And I'm going to be doing a jewelry video pretty soon. So go on over to Tasha's Touch Healing Jewelry channel. Subscribe so you can see what you would like to buy for yourself or a loved one. I'm going to be working on a few more men's things. And I saved the best for last. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ifama, where's my other? I was already wearing it today. Queen Ifama makes these. I call mine a book of shadows. She calls them journals, whatever. Third Eye Notes. I love it. I just love it. And those are the two mirrors right there. Cowrie shell, 3 ounce. Which, you know, no matter what you are, it has some sort of representation of some spiritual thing, in my opinion. Because see, like even that could be snakes. So for the Kemet people, you know, or the African people, that means something. The unks mean something. The mirrors mean something, especially since there's 2 of them. The cowrie shell and the unikite. You didn't see that, did you? That's unikite. Excuse me. And this is clay, believe it or not. Look at that. Look at how thin that is. That took her a whole, probably 2 days, 3 days to make. And she's selling them for dirt cheap. So, you know, not, what am I trying to say? Unlined journal paper on the inside. Very sturdy, hard back, you know. And I just love this one. So this one I'm going to put in my Oshun collection. Oh shoot, I forgot to bring the, oh well, I gotta make another video now. I was going to show you the rest of the things that were going to go in that collection, but I have not unpacked them yet, sorry. And I also got this from Ifama, the Clay Queen. She's not only Queen Ifama, she is the Clay Queen. Look at that, my Jinyami. Well, the symbols are called Jinyami. This symbol is, I forgot. So if you're watching this video, you could please put down the name of this particular symbol. But I just love it. I love it. And it's on amethyst. That's interesting. I gotta figure out how to do my lighting better. Anyway, one of my favorite pieces she sent me for my birthday. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I love it. Got a lot of compliments on it when I wore it today. So, everyone, go on over to earthandocean.com. You'll find her on my friends list, Ifama, I-F-A-M-A, and ask her to create something for you, or just go to her Etsy shop, which she has also on her Facebook, and do some shopping. So there you have it. And I apologize, I was going to show you my pendants as I talked, and then I got carried away. So I'm going to make another video and post that on Tasha's Touch Healing Jewelry channel. So you all have a beautiful, beautiful day, and I'm going to start uploading this. So I love you guys. Have a great day. TashasTouch.com, theangels.us.